We have breaking news right now as the Lakers make massive moves. This is huge for the team as they are trying to propel themselves in the Western Conference standings to make a long-term playoff push here, as the Lakers have now released Cam Reddish as well as convert Jordan Goodwin to a two-way contract. We're going to break down these moves and the implications it has for the rest of the season. Welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff. We cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. If you are new to the channel, we appreciate the support. We appreciate the day ones as well. But with that being said, if you want to keep up with everything surrounding your Lakers, subscribe to the channel. In fact, 81% of you guys watching our content right now are not subscribed. So if you want to just hit that subscribe button, reach that platinum status to keep up with everything surrounding your Lakers, I highly recommend, with my unbiased opinion. But let's just get into the news, guys. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer because Jordan Goodwin converted to a full-time contract. He was a two-way player that the Lakers signed earlier this season. I'm not sure anyone really expected him to make the kind of impact that he did, as Shams reporting here that the Lakers are converting two-way Jordan Goodwin to a standard NBA contract, which makes him playoff eligible. This was the deadline to do it. The Lakers waited last second, probably just because they wanted to see if he was staying healthy or anything like that, keep their options open, as Shams says that Goodwin's emerged as a key reserve for J.J. Redick, averaging 6.4 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, and 20.5 minutes per game while shooting 41% from three. And I think that's probably the biggest shock of everything with surrounding Jordan Goodwin. This is not a guy who has been a good shooter throughout his career, but he comes to Los Angeles and he's been an absolute sniper. He's been the glue guy. He's been a dog. He's a little bit undersized, although a little bit more built for someone 6'4". That has allowed him to guard some of the bigger players. With the way that J.J. Redick wants to play defense, he wants guys that can switch and guard multiple positions. That is what Jordan Goodwin has done. Oh yeah, and he's knocking down the three. He's got a solid mid-range game, gets a lot of scrappy boards and a lot of scrappy points as well. And it's really this glue guy, this hustle guy that the Lakers really want on this team. He has been working his tail off to become a full-time player. He has earned this opportunity. And with that being said, now he's going to be what's figured to be a key reserve off the bench for the Lakers. He has gained J.J. Redick's trust every single game, and this is someone who the Lakers will have for the playoffs now. So now the question is answered. Jordan Goodwin has been converted, and therefore he will be on the Lakers roster come playoff time. So with that being said, the Lakers, since they had a full roster, somebody had to get cut. And that is the next move that the Lakers made immediately after. So it's bye-bye Cam Reddish. The Cam Reddish experiment is now over for the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the second year of his deal. We've seen him have success as even early this season, entering the starting lineup for the Lakers. But ultimately, the offense was never quite there. The consistency was never quite there. Only really played in a couple games earlier this month because the Lakers were so desperate and had so many injuries that therefore somebody had to play. Other than that, Cam Reddish really wasn't seeing any sort of significant playing time since January, right? That's well before the Luka Doncic trade even happened, when we really saw Cam Reddish get significant playing time for the Lakers, as the report did come out here that the Lakers are waiving Cam Reddish to make room. This is what Chris Haynes put out there, as well as multiple reporters covering the NBA. So my thoughts on this move is that this is the right move to make for the Los Angeles Lakers, right? Jordan Goodwin, this is somebody who has earned his keep, right? I just hope that hunger he had while being on a two-way contract to make this roster is the same hunger he brings the rest of the season, and most importantly, into the playoffs, right? Because now that he is on this full-time deal the rest of the season, you want to see him keep playing the way that he's been playing, right? He got the contract because of his play on the basketball court. Now you want to see that keep being a thing for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's become a key piece, and Cam Reddish, he just wasn't as consistent as Jordan Goodwin, right? I didn't see Cam Reddish at that same hunger, at same intensity like a Jordan Goodwin did. And I think for Cam Reddish, this is someone that teams have just been banking on the talent. He was somebody who was extremely highly ranked, a top 3 prospect coming out of Weston High School in Pennsylvania. This is somebody who ended up being a Duke recruit, was on a really stacked Duke team, was overshadowed by guys like Zion Williamson and RJ Barrett and Trey Jones. People thought Cam Reddish, like, hey, this is the guy. And you saw the bits and pieces at Duke, but you never saw him really put it together the same way it seemed like he did in high school. Ends up still being the 10th overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft. Gets drafted to Atlanta. They move off from him. Gets traded to the Knicks. They move off of him. Gets traded then to the Portland Trail Blazers. They move off of him. The Lakers end up signing him to a 2-year vet minimum contract, a 1-and-1. He ends up opting into that second year, and still it just does not work out. The offense just never really converted for Cam Reddish like it did at Duke, like it did in high school. Became a solid defensive player, but clearly this is an offensive league. If you can't score, you better be extremely good on the other end. He's not. That's ultimately why he gets moved here. But that brings us to our final point here, guys, because was this the right move? And are more moves coming for the Los Angeles Lakers, as this report potentially suggests, as Bobby Marks says that Reddish, yes, was on an expiring $2.4 million contract. Lakers are still well positioned below the second apron to convert or sign another player and remain under. They would need to create a roster spot. So what does that mean? Oh, as I click the wrong button here, for the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, what it means is that they can make another move here, because if you are over the second apron, you can't. You can't make any more roster moves like this, but if you're under it, like they still are, they can. So that means they could convert potentially Trey Jemison or Christian Koloko. These are the two other two-way players that are currently on the Lakers roster. Both of them are centers. They have signed Alex Len, of course, but they still can cut him because Alex Len, guys, has been booty cheeks. This guy sucks. He's not a good basketball player. I think he's only got signed by the Lakers out of pure desperation because the Mark Williams trade fell through. And on top of that as well, he's a 7-footer. If you're 7 feet tall, guys, you're just going to get a contract in the NBA. As you know, walking around life, there aren't just 7-footers growing on trees, and Alex Len is one of them. The dude was the 5th overall pick in the 2013 NBA draft out of Maryland. He wasn't that good in Maryland. I don't know why he was the 5th pick. That draft was pretty bad at the top anyway. A lot of teams missed on picks. He was certainly one of them. This guy's he's been at best an okay backup center in his NBA career, and that hasn't happened since like 2021 when he was playing with the Sacramento Kings. So he's not good. I don't know why the Lakers signed him. I guess I know why. But Trey Jemison, haven't seen a lot of him recently, and it seems like the Lakers are going more small ball here. So I do kind of wonder, do they convert Jemison? Do they convert Koloko? Or do they just stick with what they have? But let me know down below in the comments, guys, what you think. Converting Jordan Goodwin to a full-time, full-salaried contract, as well as waiving Cam Reddish as a result to create that roster spot. And again, I guess I teased toward it a little bit. If you've watched all the way through this video and you want to keep up with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, big moves, breaking news like this, as well as the rest of the season coverage, playoff coverage as well. I'm excited for the playoffs here. Click that subscribe button. Again, 81% of you guys watching the content already over the last month are not subscribed. So what are you doing? Stop what you're doing right now. Hit that subscribe button to reach that platinum status as we cover everything. We'll give more coverage on this news and get more into depth later in the day surrounding this moves here on Lakers Digest.